Hi, I'm someone, and I have 12 steps for dealing with any woman, specifically when you're interested in. And these 12 steps are really good. The first step, and I got a list here of all the steps, and always be sure, like if you like a girl, just what will make her feel really good is just make it like, oh, well, say things like, I kind of like you. You know, I only like you because you're the only girl around and there really wasn't anyone else to like. Do stuff like that and that will really work. She'll really appreciate that. Step 2, and this is very, very important. Always be sure to tell her that you're taller than her. Because she might go on about, say, oh, well, you're not nice to me, or you don't treat me good, or you're selfish. But if you say you're taller than her, that gets rid of anything. She'll just love you just for saying that you're taller than her. And that's what's important. She'll understand who's in charge. Gets rid of any problems. Another thing to do is to introduce her to other guys. And I don't mean like other guys, like fat guys or something. Specifically introduce her to skinny, good-looking guys. Do that all the time because that are nice and stuff like that, because she'll really like that and she'll really see how valuable you are if you follow all 12 of these steps. Really work. The 4th step is when you're paying for a meal. This is, the common idea is that the guy, he pays for the girl. But to be honest, I don't think really a guy should do that. A guy should just let her pay her own way. And specifically tell her all the expenses that go involved that you did pay for her. Like, if you're picking her up for dinner or whatever, tell her about how much it costs to get her with gas, going there, going back. And, even about paying for it, if you can do this, you're doing really well. Because she'll really respect you for it. Is if you not only get her to pay for her meal, but you also get her to pay for yours. That will work just great. The 6th point is tell her about yourself, which is important. You should tell her about yourself. And not only that, why is it so important? Also tell her like how great you are. You know, if you're good looking, how good looking, or even if you're ugly, just say it, you know? And tell her about how intelligent you are. And that will really, really, really work. She'll really like that. Another thing is, what am I here? I missed a step, I'm sorry, the 5th step. I can't believe I missed this one. Always show personal interest, that's the 5th step. But when showing interest, ask her questions like, how was your period this month? Was it okay? Are you doing good now? Ask her questions like that. Also, what was the worst thing that ever happened to you? Ask her questions like that because they love to think about things like how bad they felt during their period or what the worst thing that ever happened to them. They love that. They love that. And they'll really feel close and they'll feel happy after dinner or whatever. The 7th step, and some people may say this is a little mean, but when you're going to the theater, and by the way, if you can get her to pay for your ticket, you're doing really good as well. But back to the subject, when you're going for big movies or something, and let's say you see some ugly girl, refer to her as that girl and say you look like her on purpose. Or if she's gaining a little weight, tell her that she looks like one of the fat girls. Because she'll like that and maybe she'll change. And also, it'll make her not feel so good. She'll have low esteem, but in the end, she'll like it for you saying that. The 8th step is, even if you're not like this, always purposefully look at other girls. Always. Always look at them and in front of her specifically, obviously, And she'll like that as well. Like, but you're just kind of saying like I could be with anyone, and you know, they like to feel like they're not that important. The ninth thing, which also kind of goes into the 10th step as well, is if she asks you, you know, how do I look? Always say like, you look okay. You know, they like that. You just tell them, no, you look okay. And she'll really like that. And then also like, if she's, you know, well, let me go into that. So, you know, just never really give her any compliments. Just like, oh, what do you think I look like then? You say, okay, you look okay. Never say you look great or anything like that. The 10th step, supposed to be the 9th, her eating habits. Now, if she's starting to gain a little weight or something like that, and say you're going to Burger King, or whatever, which isn't healthy anyways, but let's say you're going to Burger King, just, she says she wants, you know, a Big Mac, extra fries, and Big Coke. Just look at her, and then look at the food. Just demonstrate, just look at her. Even make heavy breathing sounds. That might work too. And then, you know, if that doesn't work, you just say, are you sure you want to order that? That will work really good. She'll get the point. She'll like the fact that you're telling her that she shouldn't eat that because her body's getting big. The 11th point, this is important because a guy has to defend his girl and his woman. And I completely agree with that. If the guy's messing with your lady, you know, he's doing stuff, he's saying things, just look at him straight in the eyes. Say, listen, man, you leave my girl alone. And if he still does it, just look at me like, you know what? You, me, now, fight Halo Online. Give me your IP. And that'll settle it. And she'll really respect that you can beat him at a first shooter game. Screw like fighting physically. It's all matters what's on the computer. The 12th point is girls may say, oh, you stink. Oh, you know, they say, oh, put on some deodorant, right? After you say you worked or something, have a shower. Don't listen to them. Because you know what? Deep down inside, they like that manly smell. And they like it when you have sweat and you smell like BO. Because it's manly. And you should do that. But anyways, that's all the steps that I got so far. But those 12 steps, and again, follow it perfectly. I know some friends that they try to follow it sort of, but they never follow it perfectly, and that's why they never have a girlfriend. So if you follow these 12 rules perfectly, you'll be able to make any girl that you're with happy. Anyways, this is someone, and have a nice day.